Man, less is more. Less is more inside out. You know what I mean? Like 99% of who you are is not even seen. Like, I mean, tap into the you know what I mean, flesh profit if nothing. Like, all that stuff is real, man. Like, you know what I mean? We light inhabiting a body. Once you understand that this the avatar, this the, you know what I mean? We not even here. We the imagination of ourselves. I've had so many jobs, man. I had so much just turmoil and struggle that I never identified with none of it though. Like, cause I know it's all very meaningless to the big scheme of things. Like, and even this Mr. Infinity character, even playing basketball professionally, even like I waited tables, I delivered pizzas, bro. I was a teacher, PE teacher, man. But it's all fun. It's like, I can't take one above the other, cause it's all, I'm just playing a character. I'm playing a role within all of them. Mr. Infinity's a character, man. I'm an infinite light being. Like, you know what I mean? We way bigger than all these labels and identifying with all that, man. Like, you know what I mean? Everything is energy, everything is light, man. And it's so much trying to get our vessel. Mm-hmm. It's so many energies trying to like inhabit our form. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And so it's like, man, like meditation and eat right, that stuff is like, it's more important than a lot of people understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? People just think I'm eating right, I feel a little better. I'm exercising, I feel a little better, but they don't understand, man. It's a frequency, it's a vibration that you tune into. You know what I mean? And because other communities too, they probably talk about real stuff with themselves, but when they talk to us, they be like, man, you saw the game last night? Like,
Welcome to the Captain Planet podcast. My name is Lance Curse, aka Captain Planet. I'm a former professional athlete. I once suffered from sickle cell trait, but I use 7 natural doctors to help me alleviate that suffrage. On this podcast, I usually have a guest to come on and talk about one of the 7 natural doctors, but for this episode, it's a special one. I have this guest. He's going to come on and talk about all 7 natural doctors. You've probably seen him on Joe Rogan. You've probably seen him all over the internet. This is one of my really, really good friends, Mr. Infinity.
Yo, what's going on, Captain Planet?
You know, man.
I am Lance.
Happy to have you, man. What's up, man? What's going on? You're in Miami. What's up?
Man, had some circumstances that got me out here, man, just vibing. So I'm blessed, man. Like you said, it's no coincidences, man. So here we are, you know what I'm saying? In the heart of Miami, man, at the move. So I appreciate you having me on, bro.
Absolutely, man. This is where it's at, man. You know, I had to get you here, get you on the podcast because, you know, I want to give you some shine. Like, I feel like you need that shine. I feel like you're one of those people in this industry that needs to be seen, and the spotlight needs to be on you. So
that's love.
So let me ask you a few questions really quick, man.
Love,
I really want to get into this thing really quick. So Derek, or
yes, sir.
You prefer Mr. Infinity or Derek?
Whatever you feel more comfortable with, man.
I call you D. You know, it's whatever.
Yeah, we could just rock out, man. You know how we go. You know how we do.
All right, so we're gonna start with Mr. Infinity.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's up with Mr. Infinity? What is that? Where do we get that? Why is that?
It's funny enough, man. Full circle right now, right? It's a full circle moment, man. So it's almost giving me chills, man. One day we was hooping, and then me and Captain Planet, Lance Curse. What you like to go by?
Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Me and Captain Planet, man, we was hooping, and you know, he used to train with us at ATG. He was one of the original ATG members. And so I remember we was hooping, and then we walked on the beach, and we were just like, man, he was telling me about his name, Captain Planet. He was like, this before anybody knew about it. It was like a seed that you had. And I was like, damn, that's cold. I was like, that's perfect. I was like, that's a double entendre. You know, we was like, that's a triple entendre. You know, that's a quadruple entendre. And so we was like, damn. And then so we left. Then you called me. I remember I'll never forget, I was pulling up to Ben Patrick's mom's house. And you was like, bro, I got it. You Mr. Infinity. And so that same day, I went to ATG, man. This was ATG when we was just getting it going. And then I talked to Ben. I was like, man, what you think about Mr. Infinity? And he was like, he gave me that look like, damn, that's cold. You know? And I was like, you know, at the time I was like ATG coach Derek, and then I was like, you know me, I'm pretty humble. I like to stay in the background, behind the scenes and stuff. And so I was like, nah, that's a little brash, you know. And Ben looked at me like, bro, you's a B if you don't do that. And so I was like, ever since then, and funny enough, it didn't work with the I's, but when I put the ones in there, 111, it worked. So ever since then, man, I've been Mr. Infinity, and it's just a brand, man. Like at the time, I was 40, and then 46 right now. So 6 years later, here I am still rocking the Mr. Infinity brand. Had products, had studio, had like you said, man, just been rocking with it, man. And it fits. It's fitting. You know, I try not to attach myself to it, man. I just kind of like let it do what it does. But it's a brand, man. So shout out to you for appreciate you giving me that name, man. So it's funny enough that it's a full circle moment, man. So Captain Planet gave me my name, Mr. Infinity. So for real talk, that's real.
Exactly.
Yeah, appreciate you.
So you spoke about the 111, right?
Yeah.
Could you shed more light on that 111 and explain to them why is that so significant to you?
Man, that goes heavy. Anybody out here that understands those that, you know what I mean? They know really how deep that rabbit hole goes. But surface level, man, I grew up, man. I always seen like 1111, like 111, and then I had a company called One Life, man. used to play basketball overseas. I know I'm kind of jumping around.
No, jump around, do your
But
thing.
I was playing basketball overseas,
Where?
and when I was in Norway, and when I was flying back home, something told me, man, when you get back there, I was flying in the air. When you get back there, man, start a company called One Life, like literally that thought came. So when I got back, I started a company called One Life, and that kind of did good around Indianapolis. I had like T-shirts, I had like a yoga Pilates studio, like One Life, and then the same time I had a son, and I was looking for names that meant one life, blah blah, and then my sister just said, just name me One, and then so. And that when like just the same way you hit me with the Mr. Infinity and stuff, the same way. So I got a son named One. My first son is named One, and my second son is named 11. And funny enough, that's maybe 16 years later, Mr. Infinity with the ones, 111 in the name. So it's like, and we were just talking off air that you were saying, man, bro, they can't take your light, man. Like one thing they can do, they can steal your ideas, they can take all whatever, they can take your money, they can take everything from you, man. But what they think they cannot take your light. You know what I'm saying? And so one thing that me and you have in common, man, a lot of people try to get around us and like siphon our energy and try to use that for their game. But what they can't take is like I think you said it, man. They can try, but they just can't take the sauce, man. The sauce is a sauce.
Well, because,
like, you know what I mean?
Because it's not on you, it's in you.
Yeah.
You can.
You get pissed though when you know what I mean. But like you said, man, it's divine, and everything is everything. And when you down here with a real purpose, and we not really doing it for the lights and the glamour and the money and the car, so sometimes it's like you get frustrated because you see that and your ego is like, damn. But at the end of the day, man, you just like, you know, deep down, man, it's a way bigger purpose than all this. Like, you know what I mean? We just a puzzle piece to this real infinite game, and we just got to play our part, man. And so that's what I kind of rest my, you know what I mean, rest on that, man. Like, listen, everything is everything. I just got to stay out my way and do my job, do my part day in and day out. So, but yeah, man. So I don't know if I answered your question or not, but yeah, 111. Yeah, shout out to my dude 111, man. My dog One, man. So they like my best friends, man. They two great athletes, two good kids.
My nephews.
Yeah, he be training my oldest son and my youngest son. We be out there hooping, but two really good kids, man. So I couldn't be more blessed, man, to be at 46, be able to play, run, jump with my kids, man. We play probably every other day. We get out there and get it in. So yeah. So I appreciate you asking me, bro.
This podcast is sponsored by CaptainPlanet.com. At CaptainPlanet.com, we have herbal supplements designed to address the most common health issues. Our flagship product is a superfood protein, where it not only has protein, but it has high organic minerals from sources like sea moss, chaga, cordyceps, and lion's mane to actually make you healthy. Go over to CaptainPlanet.com, type in summer 24 to get 20% off. Back to the show.
Bro.
Yeah, so speaking about that, you know, you say you can get out there, run and jump with your younger kids. You know, you have your oldest son, you know, let's speak about him because he's an athlete. Like, he's a real athlete.
Yeah, One's a freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a freak, man. So he he's a great kid. My name is Juan Williams. You can look him up. He played football for Howard University, receiver. He was an all-state in high school, man. Still, he got records on the board up there, track, football. So, yeah, just a good kid, man. Like you said, it's not – the sports is just, like, part of the game, man, but it's their being. Like, you know what I mean? It's who he is as a being. Exactly. You know what I mean? That's what I love. So, but he enjoys it. As long as he enjoys playing sports and he's good at it, we're going to keep pushing, man. Exactly. And then my youngest son, 11, he'll be a senior in high school this year. I feel like 11 the best player in the city, man. Like as far as like, especially guard. He probably the best guard in the city right now, man.
You still got to see me one-on-one, though. You still got to see me one-on-one.
That's true. Hey, you got to get with him, man. Yeah, he still got to get through me first, though. You know what I mean? I got the belt. I got the belt. But he getting good, man. Yeah. But yeah, I was thinking about getting him out here in Miami, bro.
Bring him. Hey, listen, some stiff competition. We got the Boozer twins out here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. He has to play against the best. The best is out here. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
The
That's
best
one
trainers.
Thing we don't do is run
the best players
from smoke. That's one thing we don't do is run from smoke, man.
Well, tell him to come out here.
Yeah, 11 about that life, man. Yeah. But shout out to my kids, man. 1-11. Mr. Infinity, man, full circle. We're going to keep going, man. Sometimes, like, in life, man, there's ebbs and flows. Like, the lower you go down, the higher you go up. So we all face our challenges, and we're going to continue to, overcome this all the adversity we have, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Yeah.
So we talking about Mr. Infinity. So let's go back and talk about Derek. Derek Williams, who is Derek Williams? You mentioned you're from Indiana, but start back from the beginning so people can know who you are, like your backstory.
Yeah,
how you became who you are, what college you went to, professional sports and all that. Because I spoke to somebody the other day, I was like, yeah, dude, Derek was a professional basketball player. He was like, for real? I was like, yeah. Oh, he nice.
I appreciate it, man.
He just looked like that. He really saucy out there on the court. Yeah. Tell him about your life.
It's the funny thing enough, man, like the fitness stuff, that really ain't my, like, because everybody be like, man, I'm telling you, it's not a day that goes by, somebody like, man, you should do this, you should do that, you should be. But the fitness thing, man, I really was just helping out Ben, knees over toes guy. He called me one day, I was like, bro, I got this ATG. So I just pulled up and was like, just was in there just helping him, grinding. And it just so happened that we blew up and got big. Mm-hmm. But the fitness it's cool, but that's like, you know what I mean? But I really just enjoyed being in the gym, hanging out with my guys and playing basketball. You know, when you're playing basketball, it's like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a camaraderie. That's what I loved about the gym. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't necessarily the technical side of it. But Derek, man, he grew up, I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. I raised with a single mom, man. So obviously I got those everything that comes along with that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, went to a lot of different schools growing up, man. A lot of different places, and so I got a lot of just experience. You know what I mean? A lot of experience, been around a lot of people, man. In Indianapolis, man, we different. Like, you know what I mean? If you know anybody from Indianapolis, man, we different.
You ain't from Gary, though.
Nah, but Indianapolis, we got a different sizzle, bro. I'm telling you.
But I heard about Gary, though. I heard all the real haters, Michael Jackson.
Nah, Gary rough. If you want to go in there, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, Gary.
It's like that?
Gary rough, bro. Like Gary, everybody, I mean, I ain't knocking Gary, but it's pretty hood, man. It's pretty hood, man. And we had some, shout out to Gary, we had some dudes playing on my college team. I went to IUPUI, played under Coach Ron Hunter, played there 4 years, a 4-year starter.
Point guard?
Yeah, point. Yeah.
You're a big point guard, man.
I know it. Yeah, I know it. But yeah, I didn't even realize I was gonna be point. In high school, I was just an athlete. Yeah. You know what I mean? Boarding, pushing the ball, shooting, doing everything. So I really wasn't a point guard, but I don't know what it was, man. My coach is like, he put me at point in college. And so I was 4-year starter at point, 6'3", out there.
You remind me of Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, I played against Gilbert in college.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
Really? How was that? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Gilbert, man. Shout out Gil, man. Gil, I was just telling the story to my youngest son. We were just shooting. I was telling the story. Gilbert was the first guy. Man, we was playing. We was in Arizona, you know, and Gilbert, so I'm the point guard, right? The game just started.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get the ball. Gilbert comes to me like a pack of wild animals, just talking cash money, like just all over me, telling me I suck, cussing at me, he was like the most intense matchup I've ever had in college.
Really?
And so
y'all about the same size?
It doesn't
same
surprise
height?
me. It doesn't surprise me he ended up where he was, because he was just like, he was a monster, man. Like he was like ready to fight. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a college, you know what I mean? Like real talk.
Yeah.
I mean, when you play college ball, so you know it gets physical, you know people be talking.
Yeah.
But it was like, man, the whole time he was just like nonstop talking, nonstop, just like, I was like, this dude is crazy, man.
No chill Gil.
No chill,
No
man.
chill
No
Gil.
chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't even know I was just like, who was this dude, man?
Yeah.
And at the end of the game, they was like, man, that's Gilbert Arenas. But yeah, he had a hell of a career.
The hibachi. Cooked you up and served you nice.
Yeah, man. Gil had some screws loose though, man. I was like, this kid different, right? I was like, this kid different, man.
Yeah, Gil has an interesting life, man. Gil really, he was born in Tampa.
Was he?
Yeah, he was born in Tampa. Yeah. I heard he's
Yeah.
like half Cuban or something like that. Like,
Yeah, I don't know,
Yeah,
but no, I ain't knocking him, but I loved it though, man, because after that, he raised my intensity through the rest of the season. I was like, damn, this is because Arizona's a big time program, man. They was literally number one in the country when we played them. They had, I don't know if you remember Lauren Woods, they had Mike Wright, they had Jason Gardner, because they had Richard Jefferson. Gilbert was
They
just
had a
like,
whole- they had a whole team.
Gilbert was like just a regular dude on the team. Yeah. But yeah, they had a squad, man. Yeah, so but after that, man, he made me like, man, this is what real, you know what I mean, D1 basketball is all about. You know what I mean? So shout out him, man. For the rest of the season, I kind of was like a little more intense. So, but I'll never forget that story, bro.
no,
Yeah.
but that's how you are when you play though, man. You just because we used to play back in the day.
Yeah.
And
Oh man, me and Lance used to go. We used to go. This is before we really knew each other too. We used to see each other around the city, man. But every time we was on the court together, it was just like two meteorites collided. Because he do not like to lose, and he's a fierce competitor. And Lance, I know this is about me, but Lance he probably. And Ben to tell you too, knees over toes guy, he probably the most athletic athlete we've ever trained at ATG, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Appreciate
when
it,
I first met him, he was almost 300 pounds, probably had like a 40+ inch vertical, and mean. Like he's smiling, laughing right now, but he was mean. He didn't never crack a smile. He didn't crack a smile, man. He was out there. We used to go to Roar, didn't we, Lance, man?
On Drew Street.
We used to go to War, because this is when I was really playing too a little bit.
Yeah.
But bro, we used to go to War out there.
2014,
man.
2015.
Yeah, maybe what's that, like 10 years ago?
That's a long time ago, man.
Yeah, man. I think it might be longer than that. Might be it might be 10 years, man. Time, man, you can't even, time don't exist for me, man. Like my oldest son said, man, only now exists, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, man, Lance is a freak, man. I don't know if does your audience know how crazy you are?
I don't talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't talk about it. I leave the sports away.
Yeah.
Right? And I just talk about the health.
Yeah.
Because who am I to talk about myself?
Bro,
right?
I be
weird,
telling him,
right?
y'all gotta tell him he gotta market himself though. Captain Planet is a whole brand within itself. The athlete, you know what I mean? He look good, no Diddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's strong, he cut, like, you know what I mean? 40-inch vertical, still can shoot. Like, you know what I mean? Probably you better than Zion to me. Right now, you probably better than Zion.
If they give me Zion money, I'll definitely.
I'm telling you better than.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just hooping yesterday. Yesterday we were playing.
Yeah.
Just stroking it from like NBA range, just like effortlessly. Zion can't shoot like that. I don't know. You still bouncy? Or we weren't really like playing like that.
I'm still bouncy. For me, bounce is something I gotta work on because it's just not natural. I'm naturally fast and quick, but my vertical's not natural.
Man,
my
crazy,
jump shot's my jump shot's natural, but my handle's not natural. So
I know I'm all over the place, but man, Lance is a freak, bro. Like, you gotta talk about that more.
Yeah, we'll talk about it another time because this is all about you, man. This is not about me, man.
Yeah, Lance is a freak.
This
man.
Mr. Infinity. This is your time.
I think you another person. Like, you obviously gave me that name, but I feel like during that time when we was at ATG everyday training, I feel like you nurtured something within me too, man. As far as just like, we used to walk on the beach every day. You know what I mean? You know you was out there with, you know what I mean, kissing them old ladies.
Listen. Let me pause it.
He was out there kissing them old ladies.
Let me pause it. This man is like a old woman connoisseur. This man, these old women came up. He sweet talking them, kissing him on the forehead,
man. Chill
calling
out,
him
man.
baby.
You lucky your girl.
No, I didn't do nothing. No, that was you, bro. I got pictures.
Nah,
I'm gonna put it up.
But anyway,
I'm gonna put it. I got evidence.
Anyway,
I got
I'm
receipts.
all over the place.
You
bro.
know, I got receipts. So this man like to sweet talk older women.
Nah, but anyway, I was going somewhere with that, man. So we used to, man, every day we used to walk. We used to work out hard. We used to be intense, and then we used to walk on the beach every day. And in those conversations, man, that we had, man, we really. I feel like we obviously built a relationship from that, and I feel like we nurtured something and planted a lot of seeds within each other. Obviously, the Captain Planet came about. Obviously, the Mr. Infinity came about. Obviously, like your brand is still growing and evolving. My brand, like you said, a lot of people talking about my brand and it's been through a lot. So just those walks, man, you don't realize how impactful that was at that time, though. So yeah, man, I appreciate your energy, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's just veer off a little bit, and I definitely want to come back to those walks on the beach because this is an important part of the conversation, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to being Mr. Infinity and how the world sees you, right? When it comes to hearing your name on Joe Rogan, like how does that feel?
Man, you know me, bro. I don't be attaching myself to none of that, man. So, but I feel like obviously I'm grateful, man. I'm just like I'm grateful every day, man, just to be able to just have like healthy kids, be able to do what I do, be able to be who I am. But
nobody knew you 2018, 2017.
Yeah.
Then now the whole world knows you.
But you know me, man, like I'm not even like I damn near don't even want that though.
Yeah.
That's how I am. I'd rather like that's why it was so good when I was just let Ben take the light, like let Knees overtake the light, and I could just be in the background, just be the guy, just you know what I mean, just shooting some content, pushing the brand. Because man, it's just like a lot of people see you as like, you know what I'm saying? No, they just see you as a commodity, bro.
Just,
like,
a way to make money.
Bro, and it's like, man,
you're just a walking dollar bill to them.
Yeah,
I get it.
And it's like, bro, like I'm just, you know me, like me and you, we just want to
vibe,
man.
We
We don't care about
that.
it,
Like,
man,
just,
at all. No, we
yeah.
just like, man.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, man, Mr. Infinity's a character, man. I'm an infinite light being. Like, you know what I mean? We way bigger than all these labels and identifying with all that, man. Like, you know what I mean? So it's hard it's actually a challenge because
when someone asks you, what do you do?
Because people see you in a certain way when you know, like, you don't even identify with that. Yeah. Like, it's just, man, he just like, you know, I don't try to get too heavy, bro.
No, get too heavy. Get heavy. Listen, so what do you say when someone says, what do you do? Who are you?
What you do? What you say?
No, I'm asking
what you say,
I'm
though?
asking you. You can't ask me the question. I'm the host.
But I might get some information. But I right now I just say I'm a brand, man. Like I'm a brand, and I mean, depending on the situation, but really I'm just. Sometimes I say I'm just a content creator, or just like I really just probably like say something normal, like, man, I'm a waiter or something. Honestly, if they don't know me, I just feel like, man, I wait tables.
Oh, waiter.
Yeah, but I had so many. I had so many jobs, man, and I've had so much struggle in my life, man. And
but what type of job? Let's normalize yourself.
But that's what I'm about to say.
Yeah, let's
like,
normalize yourself.
I've had so many jobs, man. I had so much just turmoil and struggle that they like to call it in my life. I mean, you can, you know what I mean? But that I never identify with none of it though. Like, cause I know it's all very meaningless to the big scheme of things. Like, and even this Mr. Infinity character, even playing basketball professionally, even like I waited tables, I delivered pizzas, bro. I was a teacher, a PE teacher, man. But it's all fun. It's like, I can't take one above the other cause it's all, I'm just playing a character. I'm playing a role within all of them, but I can't identify with it. You know what I mean? Because it's just an experience of life. Like, you know what I mean? So sometimes it's hard for me to identify, to connect with people because they I don't know. They really think this shit's real, bro. Can I cuss on here, man?
No, say whatever you want to.
Yeah, they be
this
thinking
is grown man podcast.
They be thinking this Matrix is real, man. And I'll be like, man, it's just like it ain't that serious, man. Like I don't. And in Miami, I know you be like, bro, man, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. Like, man, it's like, for what? Like, I mean, it's cool if you want it, but it's not gonna make me feel better or less than for having it or not having it though.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just not, you know what I mean? And I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, it's just pieces on the board, right? You know, it's just, you know, some people like a Rolex watch, right? That's like a piece of legitimacy, right? So you pull up with a Rolex watch and you're like, oh shit, he must be somebody.
Yeah.
So that stops you from having to have a 20-minute talk of explaining who you are.
Yeah.
You know, it expedites the conversation.
The game is the game. I ain't gonna say, I'm not gonna say the game is not the game.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you understand the game for what it is, I just feel like
you just play it for what it is.
Yeah, but that, or sometimes, man, you just like, or not play it though. Like, you know what I mean? You just be you. You heard some people like they just want to be off the grid a little bit and not have to play the game because it's like.
But you're the one who told me.
Yeah, I got on you.
You got on me a while back, right?
Yeah,
so,
he be getting me all deep, man. Because I try to stay away from them conversations. But go ahead. Go ahead.
So you the one that told me because I'm like, man, listen, you know, I'm a former professional athlete, bro. Like I don't care about looking a certain way online because what does that really mean to me? Like, all right, because I know how hard I put in work and I know how athletic I was, right? It's hard for me to show my body of work because I was hurt or in the hospital all the time.
Yeah.
But being online and having to do what other people do, I'm like, dude, I'm past that stage. Why do I have to do the same thing everybody else doing? Like I was a professional athlete. I jump fast, run. I perfected the human. Bro, I really believe I maxed out my human body.
You think so?
I reached the top of my human body, bro.
Yeah. That's one thing about you. I feel like you, because you got God-given genetics. I know you don't like to say that. People say that. I know you hate when people say that. But God bless you, bro.
Do you want to know why?
But hold up. But God bless you. God bless you for one. You 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you shoulders is like nobody's seen shoulders like this ever, probably. You know what I'm saying? But and on top of your God-given, you got discipline like no other. You know what I mean? And you smart. And you melanated. So it's like, man, you just had this whole, he put the whole sauce in your drink, bro.
Yeah, well, the reason why I talk about that, and I know you get the same thing too, right?
Yeah.
And this is a part of the conversation I do really want to talk about and focus on, is that when people tell you that you're just naturally genetically gifted, to me, I do take a bit of offense to it because when you look at the grandchildren my grandmother has, on like my mom's side of the family, she has about 30, 40 grandchildren, right? None of them look like me. None of them are as athletic as me. They don't run like me. They don't eat. They do nothing like me. Like if you look at me, I stand out, right? Yeah. If you look at the other side, the Jamaican side of my family, none of them look like me. I have 24 siblings.
That's what I'm saying, man.
None of them look like me. So it's like, is it really naturally genetically gifted? Because what happened to everybody else around me? Because when I was 11, I'm training with a personal trainer. I stopped my childhood at 11 years old. I was like, I'm about to be one of the most athletic people you ever seen. There were kids that were blowing me out the water at that age. By the time I hit 13, it was over. My vertical had jumped up by like 12, 13 inches. Yeah. I'm at like a 32, 34 inch vertically. And I know online it's hard to show people that because they can't fathom training at 11 years old. Putting yourself through like rigorous professional activity at 11 years old. Because I'm in the hood, I'm seeing people get shot, brains on the ground. I don't want to be in this environment. I'm changing my whole life. And I know you get the same thing online because they're like, oh, he just melanated and he just cut up. And he just walk around looking like that. He eat anything and he'll always have 5% body fat.
Yeah.
No, like people got to work hard. You got to have some type of discipline about yourself. Yeah. And that's one thing that you have, a lot of discipline as well. But I think that gets overlooked because of, he's just like that. Yeah, he's just
black.
like,
He black. He black.
Exactly.
Black don't crack. Yeah.
But then again, the family, you look at the family, they be big, out of shape, high blood pressure, heart disease. It's like, what? We
got to work 10 times as hard to get half as much, man. That's just how it is, you know what I mean? But we blessed from that, though. I feel like that's what makes Captain Planet who he is. And you got to, man, as hard as you've been working, man, as much knowledge as you got, Like you can't just, like a lot of these, man, I'm gonna get real, man. A lot of these podcasters, a lot of these doctors, a lot of these people, man, they got millions and millions of followers. Don't know, you know what I mean? You probably done forgot as much as they know. But they have a particular look, you know what I mean? And they have a particular like letter behind their name or whatever. They probably just making this shit up, honestly. But you know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
But they don't look like you. They not athletic as you. They not as smart as you. But you gotta, that's what I'm saying, man. You getting built in so many different areas, man.
But this isn't about me. This is about you, man.
But I'm just saying, for me too, though. For me too, like, you know what I mean? You know my story. So it's like I'm gonna keep getting older and keep getting more athletic.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only way for us to be like, we can't just speak it. We gotta be it too.
Time, yeah.
We can't, like I'm saying, like, cause we can, it ain't about what we say though.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta really be that person.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? A lot of these, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these podcasts, a lot of these dudes, they can just like talk.
So let's talk about that. So you're talking about like being the real substance, right?
Yeah.
So I met you when you were 40. You're 46.
You met me earlier, but
I met you. But
when we started training together,
we started
40.
back training together 40.
Yeah.
But when somebody sees you on the streets, like we were in the gym the other day, the girl thought you were 32, 31.
Yeah.
And then after I told her your real age, she's like, "What's the secret?"
Yeah.
Tell us the secret, man.
Man, that ain't no secret, man. That's like somebody saying, "What's the secret with your athleticism?"
Ponce de Leon has been looking for the fountain of youth since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Tell us. Let us know what Ponce de Leon. Let us know the Ponce de Leon cure. Let us know.
Ponce de Leon cure. Man, less is more. Less is more, inside out. You know what I mean? Like 99% of who you are is not even seen. Like, I mean, tap into the you know what I mean, flesh profiteth nothing. Like, all that stuff is real, man. Like, you know what I mean? We light inhabiting a body. Once you understand that you just, you know what I mean, that this the avatar, this the, you know what I mean? We not even here. We the imagination of ourselves. And so once I started really understanding, man, who and what I truly was, you know what I mean? Like, things changed. And that's why it's hard for me to attach myself to this, because this is like what we seen is only 0.001 of what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean?
The tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. And so that's why imagination is so important. That's why self-image and how you see yourself is so important. And so a lot of those things, like we live in this materialistic, physical culture that everything is like, man, I need an ointment for my skin, and I need this drink, and I need this supplements, and I need this to, like, because everything is just like, people don't understand, man. 99.999% of who we are is unseen. Mm-hmm. So that's the part you got to work on. Like, you know what I mean? That's why meditation is so important. That's why getting nature is so important. That's why, like, just sitting still, silence. That's why less is more. Like, you know what I mean? So a lot of times that people just don't even understand, like, people really think they physical beings.
It's called epigenetics.
Like, people, your environment shapes you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, wherever you go, you are that. Like Bruce Lee said, man, be water. You know what I mean? When you put water in a glass, it becomes the glass. Like, you know what I mean? That's a real thing. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, man. So I feel like, because I'm, obviously, man, my discipline could be a lot better. I could eat a lot better. But I feel like me just understanding who and what I truly am just helps me. Like, you know what I mean? And my desire, man, like imagination, intuition, like a desire, I feel like those are like substances. Like, you know what I mean? And so I use those too. Like, you know what I mean? I use my imagination to see how I want to look. You know what I'm saying? I use, and how I want to play or how I want to shoot. Like, you know what I mean? So that's, I know I said a lot, but man, it really ain't no secret, man. It's really just understanding who and what you really are, and realizing that, you know what I mean, the flesh profiteth nothing. Yeah. And when you really truly understand the flesh profiteth nothing, it's a new ball game.
Do you know who reminds me of that every day?
Who's that?
My girl, bro.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, my girl, she meditates for a long time. Yeah.
Man,
like
you're blessed to have a good girl,
day,
bro.
Let's meditate.
Wow.
Some days I'm like, nah, I don't want to meditate.
Wow.
I'm like,
it's tough, man.
Just
it's
10 minutes. Just 15 minutes.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm
it's
like,
tough, man, because everything is energy, man. Everything is light. I don't mean to cut you off.
You're good.
But
You're good.
everything is energy. Everything is light, man. And it's so much trying to get our vessel. It's so many energies trying to like inhabit our form. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so it's like, man, like meditation and eat right. That stuff is like, it's more important than a lot of people understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? People just think I'm eating right, I feel a little better. I'm exercising, I feel a little better. But they don't understand, man. It's a frequency, it's a vibration that you tune into. You know what I mean? And depending on where you at on your level of frequency of vibration, man, that determines the circumstances in your life.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, but nobody talks about that in the fitness world, man. Everybody's like, man, squat a little deeper, like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, or whatever, like, you know what I mean?
like-
But we can't talk about that. But if we had like a little white schmuck on or something, then it should be viral.
So everything is energy, everything is light, right?
Yeah.
You know, I read a quote by Nikola Tesla where he talks about how all food or things that we consume is just a recycled form of light energy.
Sunlight, yeah.
So now let's talk about that.
Uh-oh.
Let's get into it, right?
Yeah,
we got this. This is so the sunlight is the most important thing because me, I have sickle cell trait, and diet was great. I knew all the supplements, the L-carnitines, the beta alanines, the citrulline malates for buffering pH and nitric oxide and blood flow and NO2 max, VO2 max, and all that. But when I came across you, man, you told me the biggest part, the number one key to my health, number one key to my success with sickle cell trait. Tell me what was your reasoning behind that, and what was it?
Come on, when we had our conversation?
Yeah.
I just remember, that's what I'm saying back a couple minutes ago when I said our conversation, man, we planted a lot of seeds in each other, man.
Yeah.
We helped grow each other in maybe in more ways than one, but I remember you telling me about everything you was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I know I sent you a picture of a book. I think it was I think it was maybe a Bible, like The Light of the World or something like that. You know what I mean? And I just knew, like, you remember how you gave me my name, Mr. Infinity?
Yeah.
It just came to you.
Yeah.
Something came to me. It's like, bro, keep telling him, like, he got to get out there in the sun. It's going to help him out. Like, you know what I mean? And so yeah, man, it's the source of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, without the sun, ain't nothing here. We can't see nothing. We see everything right now because of light, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we really, like I say, man, 99.99% of we can't even see, man. We only can make out 0.003 of the electromagnetic spectrum right now. So it's a lot of stuff, dark matter that's going on that we don't have not privy to. Like, you know what I mean? And so the sun,
now you're talking about talk.
yeah, the sun
like
is
that.
the sun is a life giver. You know what I mean? And I knew that you being melanated, you being exercising, doing everything you're doing, and the knowledge you already had, man, I just feel like, man, bro, once he get out there and just really understands the power of that, it's over, man. And so it sounds like, man, that it did something for you.
Listen, man, I just want to give you your flowers right now. Listen, on this podcast,
I appreciate
I
you.
give you your flowers because before I spoke to you about that, no one had ever mentioned that. Nobody.
Wow.
Veganism and all that, eating clean, no processed foods, yeah, but that only goes so far, right?
Yeah.
I used to get an IV before every game in college. I used to get an oxygen tank during the game. When I played Division I basketball, I barely practiced. I would watch them practice because I couldn't run. My legs wouldn't work. I would cramp up and almost lost my kidneys twice, get rushed to the hospital, right? When I started sunbathing, I had quit basketball and football because my body just wasn't, and I was like, I don't want to play if I can't dominate. You know how I am. I'm a dominating mentality.
Man, you're probably the most competitive person I've ever met. Seriously. You got that Jordan gene.
So if I can't dominate, don't want to play at all. So I quit. And then I spoke to you, went back 5 years later, played every game, full games, practiced every practice, was lifting weights before the games and practices.
Wow.
It's like nothing had ever happened. And some of the dudes on my team was like, yo, I read an article on you that you had sickle cell trait and you were sick. He was like, but you look good. Like you breaking our rims. I was like, yeah, bro, like I fixed it. He was like, for real? He was like, how do you do that? I was like, go outside, come outside with me.
Wow. That's crazy,
Yeah.
man. That's the thing. And the crazy thing about it is, man, the reason why it doesn't get talked about, man, because you can't capitalize on it. You know what I mean?
How can you do that? Teach them how to do it, probably, but like.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, the vitamin D is free. Like, it's free flowing, right?
Yeah, man. But they gonna talk about whatever else. You know what I mean? They're gonna have a.
You can't even mention that.
I ain't trying to get you pulled off the air, man.
Yeah, you can't mention it on YouTube. They'll pull you.
I know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they pull it, it's cool. It is what it is. But I'll chop it up. You know what I mean? But anyways, yeah, man.
But you know, I go too far sometimes, man. So I gotta keep it. You know what I mean?
You gotta reel it in.
Yeah.
Nah, like I say, I just want to double back and tell you, I appreciate you for giving me that knowledge because I needed that knowledge at that time. I was really searching high and low for something, and I was just searching every day. So when you told me, the next 2 days I didn't sleep.
What you mean?
I was studying it the whole. Yeah. I'm
real,
coming across everything. I'm talking about the Greeks were using it.
That's the
Egyptians.
difference between you. That's you, man. You go deep. Like I just get the downloads. But I tell you something, and you gonna devour.
You may not see me for another week.
You gonna understand. Yeah, I got a buddy named DG like that, man. I get the downloads, but then they go. What's your sign?
Aries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's your birthday? What's your
19th
birthday?
of April.
Okay, yeah, man. Well, you be getting into it.
Yeah, because I needed that. I needed it because I feel like if I would have known that early in my life, I would have made so much money.
Oh my goodness,
multi-millions.
I'm telling you, you probably been the best ever at something, man. Let me ask you this: what was the silver lining in you having sickle cell? You going through all that?
Knowing how to manipulate my body at will. I can literally stop on a dime and do whatever I want to with this human body. I've been 290. I've been 270, 10% body fat. I've benched 460. I've squatted 675. I've had 40-inch vertical leaps. I've done it all, 5% body fat. I know how to manipulate it and take my body wherever it want to go. Before, I didn't understand my body because I didn't understand, how far I could go. But with sickle cell, when I pushed myself to the point of cramping up because, the coaches were calling me a pussy and all that, I was like, you know what? If that's the pain, if that's the limit, I can take that pain and mimic that in every other facet. So whenever I go in this direction, I'm not even near that pain that I once felt there. So I can continue going because that pain isn't even, I don't feel it. So I can do a lot, and sometimes I scare myself because I do too much.
So your threshold is huge.
It's huge,
man.
bro, because I'm in the hospital looking at begging God for another day. Like, not let me die right now. Let me continue to go. But I think that's what allows me to just go. Like, I don't feel shit, bro. I just don't.
Yeah. Do you have a sense of gratitude for it?
Absolutely.
Do you?
Absolutely. Every day.
Wow.
Every
for
day.
the sickle cell?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because so you ever saw the movie Supercell, like the TV show Supercell?
Somebody tell me, I don't watch TV, but somebody tell me about it's like superhumans, right?
Yeah. That's how it feels for me. It feels like it gave me the ability to feel like if the pressure changed in the air, I'm like, oh shit. Oh fuck.
Oh wow.
I
tapped
feel it
in
because I got sickle cell trait. You
in your body. Like you really
when the pressure changes, I sickle.
Wow.
So I gotta understand what's going on around me. I eat something wrong, I get sick. Ask my girl. I eat anything wrong, bro. I feel like I'm about to throw up, bro. Like that's just how my body.
So that's why you so dialed in.
I gotta
your
be.
diet.
I gotta be.
Yeah.
And I like it because the way I feel, nothing can top the feeling. Yeah. Like I don't care what it tastes like. If it make me feel bad, it tastes like shit.
It's man, you blessed, bro. You got.
Yeah, but it's not about me, man. Come on, man. Every time we talk, you always do this.
Yeah,
man.
we just vibing, man. We just vibing, man. We just vibing, bro.
Listen.
But yeah, because sometimes some of this stuff, man, we never really go dig too deep in. But yeah, man, and all I think of, because I know this is what we in is metaphysical. Yeah. Like it's beyond physical. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? We probably didn't been here and mastered the physical game plenty of times. Yeah. I just feel like, man, now I just feel like the energy the way the energy is now, man, I feel like it's something deeper than this, man. Because because I really don't mean it's cool to have cars and hit cribs and girls, but it's just like, man, it'd be
gotta be something higher.
Yeah, it'd be like, come on, man. I ain't about
the same cycle over and over, man.
How many lifetimes I'm gonna do that, bro?
Yeah.
Huh?
You feel like an NPC, that you just doing the same thing that everybody else doing, and you don't really have control of your character if you're doing those things, right?
Yeah, you just getting washed up, man. Like, you know what I mean? You just gonna live and die just damn a normie. Like, you know what I mean? Chasing nothing.
Yeah, and
you
never
know what I mean?
and never finding real success. And never finding real
Yeah, talk about it.
like movement, like, you know, not like putting your imprint on this world. Like making your
real,
story seen
yeah.
and standing out to be like, oh wow, this person really did that? How the
really,
hell
like
did
really mastering self, man.
Yeah.
But like really mastering self. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
and that's an
where
everyday
we
thing.
telekinesis, we moving. Like we really out here super.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You hear like the movie Lucy, she using 10% of her brain, you over here using 20%.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to do something, man.
You trying to levitate?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like,
You might walk on water pretty soon, though. For real, though.
I just know it's deeper than
I
just know it's deeper than what we've been programmed to believe.
You
bro.
might
That's
end
all
up
I'm
part of the
saying.
Red Sea.
Huh? No, that's you. That's you, man. If I hang around you long enough, man, I'm definitely gonna be doing something.
Listen,
real.
man, it's you know, each one teach one, man. It's about the energy you give off, man. It's always speaking light into people, man.
Yeah.
Life into people.
Yeah. But it's tough, man, because we live in a world, especially, I mean, it's tough in Miami too, because everything's like, man, money, cars, this.
Like I said, that's everywhere, man. There's bills to pay everywhere we live.
Bro, Miami's a different animal, man.
Listen.
Miami's a different animal. Don't let him fool you, bro.
Nah.
Don't let him fool you.
Miami is great for what it is and not for what it's
I love
not.
it, man. Don't get me wrong. I love Miami. It's a vibe out here. But
No, Miami has everything, man. If you want that life, you can have that life.
yeah, that's true. It
Yeah.
has everything.
It has
Yeah,
everything.
you're right.
What?
That's true.
What? If
That's
you-
true.
You pick and choose. Miami is basically like
It's gonna magnify.
it's a magnifier.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
you want is gonna give it to you times 10.
Yeah.
Like I found my oasis within the chaos. Like
Yeah.
I'm good. Like I'm chilling. Like I'm just like you. I don't want to be in the limelight. Sometimes I get called out. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta do it again.
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. But I mean, like you told me yesterday, bro, it's like, it's almost like you gotta be out there now
Yeah.
to really, because that's a new wave we in. I was just saying, and somebody sent me a
It's-
post the
it's
other day, man.
inspiration,
Like people, the relationships, 60% of relationships are starting online nowadays. That's wild, ain't it?
Yeah, that's strange. Because you know we grew up
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
You grew up in the 80s.
Yeah. I was born in 78, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, them the good old days right there. Yeah.
You grew up before beepers. Y'all didn't even have beepers.
Nah, we ain't had no beepers. We ain't had no car phone. We ain't had no cell phone, man. I remember I was in high school. I was a freshman in high school, man. I used to put the quarters in the
Payphone?
The payphone. Call my mom. Hey, mom, practice is over. Can you come grab me?
Dude, y'all used to just send like SOS signals out and stuff with the smoke and stuff.
Chill out, man. Chill out. But nah, man. I remember payphones was like, man, you got a quarter, man. I gotta call my mom.
And it had the yellow book in it.
Yeah. Had the yellow book hanging down.
Yes, yeah, dude, I remember that. Trust me.
Yeah,
everybody
man.
number in there.
Man, this world is changing. What you think about the shift that's happening? Because it's like, you know, the shift was like slowly. Now it's like,
Boom.
man, yesterday, man, somebody sent me something else was like Nicholas Tesla, or no, what's his dude name? Elon Musk. He got robots out here talking and like interacting with people.
I saw 2 Chainz. He about to buy him one.
You saw that?
Yeah, he was talking to it. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, man, this, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I mean. Like, now it's so important to understand who and what you truly are. Because I feel like people that's coming in life right now, man, they're going to get, if you don't understand who and what you truly are and really, I don't know, man, like tap into those, like, I don't know how to say it, man.
Yeah,
It's
because
just like,
you don't want to deviate from who you are. You want to stay true to self, right? And you just don't want to be misled by anything. You want to have some type of
just know who you are, though.
Yes,
Because if you really feel like you this physical, and you're gonna be like, you're gonna identify yourself with the illusion.
Yeah.
And if you identify yourself with the illusion, man, you're in trouble.
You get played.
You're in trouble,
You
man.
get played.
Yeah. Man.
I've seen people. I've had people in my family, like
I mean,
that made a bunch of money
yeah.
and got played by the illusion. Like multi-millions, 100 millions.
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, man, if you can't, man, like my buddy, my son says, bro, if you ain't ripped, man, you losing in life. If you ain't healthy, bro, if you ain't healthy, it don't even matter.
It don't matter.
It don't even matter.
Because
What the fuck you doing?
The richest person will give you every dollar to be healthy or to live another day.
Yeah.
And what it takes to live another day, you don't have to pay for it. It's nothing. It's for free.
Bruh.
Right?
Bruh.
So what are we really chasing, right? It's like, you make money to buy food, but you can just make food out the ground and you don't have to spend any money.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, having money is good, man, but if not for the sake of your health, though, man.
Nah, not at all.
Like, you know what I mean? And so sometimes I feel like some people got it like backwards.
But then we got to learn. We got to get in those situations where we feel it. Like, I didn't know health to the degree that I felt until I was in the hospital, kidneys.
You weren't grateful enough. But that's what I'm saying, man, because like, it's not like, I don't know, we can, I don't know if we want to talk about this or not, but like the school system, the government, like all that, man, it's just like, they just pushing drugs at people, man. They pushing ignorance. Like they feed people's minds with just like stuff that's irrelevant. And your mind is your strongest. Like that's how you create.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
With your imagination. Like I feel like they hijack your imagination at an early age and put in what they want to program you with. And so you end up creating a reality that's not even your reality. You end up creating somebody else's reality. Like, you know what I mean? And so I don't know. I just feel like, man, it's a game we in, man. And I feel like we don't have no real leaders out here talking like real shit, man, to tell people like, bro, this is, your imagination is creating your reality, man. You have to take your imagination back.
Yes.
You have to understand epigenetics. You have to understand what you program yourself with. You have to understand who you hanging around. You are. You know what I mean? Wherever you go, that's who you are. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's not a lot of people like, it's just, I don't know. But I don't really say it neither because people don't be wanting to hear it. But so I just like, it just seems like the whole game is like set up to fail almost. I don't know if that sounds negative or not.
No, it's set up to figure out who's actually the real ones, because the real ones they're gonna rise to the top. You know what I mean?
You go. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a good point.
It's set up to really like test.
But it's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is sad because under me and you understand this, right? And we seeing our culture just like. Yeah, me and you kind of understand it, and it's a challenge for us.
Yeah.
But the people that don't even know the game they in, it's like, man, it's just like, I don't know, it's just sad to watch sometimes, man.
So like I tell people all the time, when it comes to health, because that's what I talk about, just purely. When it comes to health, you said that in school. If they wanted you to not be sick, they would teach you how not to get sick, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't get sick, you can't take the medication at lunchtime or before school, right? People used to do that, right?
The doctor can't make his money.
The
pharmaceutical companies can't make their money.
You can't even eat in the cafeteria.
Yeah, the lobbyists, man, is paying the government so they can pass these drugs, these ADHD. Yeah, it's a game, man.
And then you get sick, you go to the church and you pray for your health. What?
You done brought that into it. I feel you.
I'm talking about everything. I don't care.
Man, that's
you pray
real.
for your health.
They praying to Sky Daddy.
God has nothing to do with that. Faith without works is dead. Like you have to put in the work to. Like, why are you asking God for something you should have learned over here? Like, this is crazy. Like I got other stuff to do.
Talk about it.
Stop all that, right? And then
talk about it. That's why we need is Captain Planet, man. We got to get this Captain Planet podcast out here.
You know how many family members I've seen like get sick and go to the church and pray to God to take the illness away?
Yeah,
but that's the culture you could have just stopped doing that. Like discipline.
What's the 3 things we have in the inner city?
In the inner city?
What's the 3 things you gonna always see in the inner city? Liquor store,
gun stores, gambling.
No, but like not get. But what's we gonna see? You gonna see liquor store, fast food, and churches.
Yeah, okay.
You gonna see church, a church, and fast food and liquor stores, man. Like that's the. You know what I mean? Yeah, and it's like, come on, man.
Put in the works, man. Have the faith, but you got to put in the works. And I feel like, in our communities,
but how you gonna have faith, man? You gotta understand your knowledge. What's the Bible say, man?
My people perish without for the lack of knowledge.
Yeah. But real knowledge, bro. So you gotta understand. You can't be praying to something that. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. I ain't gonna go there because I know there's a lot of Christians out here.
No, it's not even about that. It's just the fact that, like me, I see my mom and aunts and all that stuff. They get into the situation where, they're wishing upon a star, and it's like, no, wish upon yourself.
Yeah, nigga.
Like wish upon that. Fix yourself. Yeah. Fix yourself, and then still have your faith, but do your work, man. Like it's health is in habits.
That's a good.
If your habits are off, good luck.
That's a good quote right there. That's a good quote. I like that.
Health is synonymous with habits. If your habits are off, find new habits.
I love that, man.
Like if you just every dollar you get, you spend it. Well, you're gonna always be broke. You're gonna always be looking for people to borrow your money and asking for money because you're spending everything.
I love that. Health isn't habits,
save it
man.
or invest it or do something other than just spending it and then go making it again and spending it again. Like that's just a vicious cycle of what do they say? You do the same thing expecting a different outcome. That's insanity.
Yeah.
Pure insanity when it comes to health.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And that's what I say about like age, man, because only now exists, right? Like time is another illusion. And so people be like, man, you 46, you still dunking, you still doing all that. But like when you truly understand, man, like time is like you only age because of your habits. Like habits is like, you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not perfect. Obviously, I can be a lot more disciplined. Absolutely. I can be a lot better. But I do understand that I'm gonna be as young as my habits keep me. Like, you know what I mean? Or I'll be old as my habits make me. You know what I mean? Because time don't exist. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ain't nothing new under the sun, man. We out here just, like you said, the imagination of ourselves, man. Shit ain't even real.
We've been repeating these cycles for millions of years, man.
Bro.
For however long the earth is or whatever. We've been repeating these same cycles, all right?
I'm telling you, man, when you really get into like quantum physics and you really understand like what's really going on right now, it's just like, it's mind-boggling, right? It's mind-boggling when you understand, like, when you really understand ain't nothing new under the sun, your imagination is everything, and you really can, like, it's like, man.
There's so much more possible. We're not even tapped into anything yet. It
get me mad. I'm like, man, nobody told me nothing. You don't never get like that. Like, man, like you grew up like.
Yeah, but you got to forgive those people because I'm
just saying, I'm just being funny, but I'm just like, man, ain't nobody tell us nothing. No. But I guess this might be our community too, man.
It really is. We don't share information. We share stupidity, man.
All they want to talk about is sports and rappers.
Yeah, dude, I got time for that, bro.
Yeah. How much LeBron scored.
Teach me how to get out of this maze, man. Let's talk about the maze and give me real, tangible
It's funny,
things.
too, because other communities, too, they probably talk about real stuff with themselves. But when they talk to us, they be like, man, you saw the game last night? Like, think of me over the fuck on somewhere. Don't they though? Yeah, they see us be like, man, I'll be like, bro, I don't even, they do me like that. I don't even be like, bro, I don't want to talk about no fucking game, bro.
Listen,
you know what I mean? What the stocks looking like this week. They think we dumb as hell, bro.
Listen, man, but listen, that's how you test people to know who's who.
Listen,
you gotta
I'm not
test
talking
them.
about the game, bro.
You gotta test them. They test you to see if you really about that life.
Yeah.
My Jewish friends here put me on game.
Yeah.
But
you different though, man, huh? Yeah.
Cause I don't care. I'll laugh. Yeah. I'll just go off and do what I'm supposed to do.
More, bro. You're not about to just bully me like that.
Yeah.
What's the guy at the game? What you saw it? Yeah. Who's your team?
What feed them circuit, give them circus and bread.
Yeah. But they know what they doing though. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, probably not. It is what it is. But,
nah, I'm just but it's like when I was young, I used to go for it though. But now I'm like, man.
I haven't watched a full game. I watch a clip here and there just to keep up on people I know. Other than that, man, I don't even.
Oh yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. But we just talking about how the game is, man. Yeah. Like how our community is like, and people they got this stigma. That's all we talk about. Girls, sports, and
that shit gets old, bro.
Music or something.
That shit gets old, bro. That shit gets old, man. It gets repetitive. It gets redundant, and. I don't want to talk about anybody. I always talk as if I'm flawed because I got to look at it from a lens because we all are.
Yeah.
But that stuff has to stop.
What's that?
It has to stop talking about nonsense.
Yeah, but really nobody's like, but that's even our podcast nowadays, man. Like even the Mason Cam and then the Shannon Sharps and like it's like, man, our community is like that's what's hip, man. We all gotta be cool. We all gotta be dressed a certain way. We all gotta have this. We all gotta be. It's like, man.
Give the people the game, man. Teach them how to fix their credit. Teach them how to leverage credit to grow a business. Teach them how to, make themselves never sick, right? The things that actually matter. Teach them how to grow a family. Teach them how to put your kids on credit and grow their stuff and trust and put your LLC under the hat. And listen, I've gotten myself in rooms where I'm happy, where people talk substance.
Yeah, we blessed, man. I'm thankful, man, because but I'm speaking in terms of the long with the big You know what I mean? It's like, man, Stephen A. Smith is the biggest, most paid broadcaster and this. Like, it's like, man. You know what I mean? So
And I'm happy for him too, by the way.
Yeah. No hate to him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, but that's what people, you know what I mean? I grew up watching that though. I grew up. Remember when you was growing up, you weren't too far away from me.
Yeah.
But we used to watch Sports Center. We used to watch Sports Center every day growing up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, in one sense, I don't like the light. I'd rather just be able to, you know what I mean? But I feel like almost it's an obligation for me to really, man, show, like, really talk real to people, man. Really be fit and really be able to, like, you know what I mean, understand and be an example, be a light for my sons and you know what I mean? Because I don't really feel
just
like
anybody.
Just anybody. But it gotta be, that gotta be cool too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it gotta be cool too. Because who we got cool that's fit and really making money and really talking about real science and really, you know what I mean? Captain Planet, who else?
Talking about family and, you know,
talking about relationships and like really, communication.
They're talking about fucking bitches and, you know, it's like, bro, that shit get old.
Yeah, no Diddy, pause. This nigga, wow, this motherfucker, this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You saw that Diddy court case? It's like, bro, I don't care about Diddy, man.
So like, and I don't know. I know we got some older guys that probably is out there, but they not getting enough shine though. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that's why I feel like somebody like yourself, man, you got the look, you got the, you know what I mean? You got the energy, you young and you fit. So people relate to you.
But what catches that eye though, man? Like, is it just the fitness? Is it just the balance?
You gotta have it all, man. You gotta have it all. I mean, we probably should be wearing some big chains and like some watches and like we should. I mean, because that's what people gravitate towards that. You know what I mean? But as we do that, we gotta be showing them like, you know what I mean? This is like health, your habits, discipline, like understanding how strong your mind is and your imagination and epigenetics and these books and then the Way of Superior Man and like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like that book is strong.
You helped me out with that one.
Did you get that?
Yeah, you told me, you gave me that in the Richest Man in Babylon.
Yeah.
You gave me.
I know I had to get you that. The Way of Superior Man.
You sent it to me.
Probably. I don't
remember.
You
Amazon that to me.
Did I? Okay. That's a good one, right?
Oh my God.
What's your top 3 reads, man? That's because you could tell I'm pretty passionate about that other stuff.
Oh man. I'll tell you right now. I'm reading the Revenge of the Tipping Point right now by Malcolm Gladwell.
It's a new one?
Yeah, he has a new one. So Tipping Point was his first book. Now the Revenge of the Tipping Point is like his 6th or 7th book.
Okay.
Yeah, man. He's so inquisitive, and he gives you an inquisitive perspective on life to make you consider everything around you. He's probably one of the first people that really got me to see the world 360 instead of just a cone view, right? Wow. So, and he's Jamaican, by the way. So
is he?
Yeah.
He a yellow dude, ain't he?
It don't matter.
I didn't know. I didn't know
you grew up in Canada.
Yellow.
Yeah, he's Jamaican.
Okay.
Yeah. Like French. His mom's French, his dad's Jamaican, something like that.
Okay, you mixed.
So you know I got a rep for my people, man. You know, big up Jamaica.
Yeah, shout out Tipping Point, man. Yeah. I never read that book, man. A lot of people tell me to read it.
Yeah.
Tipping Point.
Oh, yeah.
It's like how small things add up.
Yeah. How things become things. Like, you know, what becomes something. Like he'll probably look into like a Ben Patrick knees over toes guy and say why that became it, right? And he'll piece it together.
Wow.
Yeah. Like he just dissects life and use it as a case study and teach people the case study of how things become trends and bell bottoms and platform shoes. And, how it comes back around. And yeah, man. Like in this book, he talks about robberies, bank robberies in the 90s or the 80s. And how it was like an influx of it, like everybody was doing it, and how it was the thing. LA was the robbery capital, and how this one guy, he had like a Yankees cat. They call him the Yankee Bandit or something like that. He robbed 7 banks in one day. He just walked up and give me the money. Yeah, listen, and he was talking about how he wasn't the best. There was a guy that was before him, like 20 years before him, was far better, but for some reason that didn't pop.
What you mean that
didn't set off the trend of everybody robbing banks?
Oh, okay.
It came later. I don't know. It's just the way he puts it. I'm still reading it, but I love it.
Yeah. What's your top 3 books all time though? That was my question.
All time. Oh man.
Is Tipping Point one of them?
The Outliers by him, not Tipping Point. Outliers. So it basically teaches you how, you know, and part of it is like what the will does to the person, like having a will, right? Like how Bill Gates and another guy had the same IQ, but this guy lives in a cabin with his dog, and Bill Gates became the richest to do it, whatever, right? Same IQ, but that one person had a dog in him. Like he was willing to go hard for whatever he wanted, and the other one was just like, oh, it's cool, and nothing really came his way. Or how like one community drank and smoked in Italy, and they died of old age, and the other community drank and smoked did the same thing. They died of early age, and he like was piecing, well, why is that? Well, because these people had connection. Everybody was family. They had relationship, oxytocin, heart to heart, right? So that kept them old longer. And he talks about a lot, bro. That Biology of Belief by Bruce Lipton.
Yeah,
Bruce is my guy.
I like Bruce.
Yeah.
Man. Bruce. Yeah, he got a little soul in him.
Yeah. Bruce is my guy, and The Living Color by Nina Jablonski, where she talks about sun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I really delved into it. I read everybody. So.
What's it called? The Living
Color. The Living Color.
The Living Color.
She talks about skin. She talks about, like right now my girl's pregnant, and
congrats.
The reason why appreciate it. The reason why women are lighter than men on average, 15% lighter, is because they have to pull in vitamin D with lighter skin, like within the population, so that they can create vitamin C. Calcium. Right. So, yeah, it's wild, bro. It's like
you a scientist, man. But boy, you were. Is it hard? Is it hard for you? Like when a lot of people see you, they see you as like a fitness guy or like an athlete. Because a lot of times people understand like how educated and how like you are, or do you always have to be like? Do you always have to get over that preconceived notion of like athlete?
Probably so, but for me, it don't matter because I'm me. You know what I mean? Like I don't know anything other than me. They may see me that way, but
so you don't even notice anymore.
I don't even care.
Okay.
Like if that's what you believe,
I feel you.
Like where are you pulling that information from? Like,
but what I'm saying is like, I'm not saying people look at you like a dummy. What I'm saying is like you really got a wealth of knowledge. Like you really can help a lot of people. You really like understand deep. Man, you go deep on subjects, man. Shout out Drew, man. I see Ask It Is Given over there. That's a hell of a book. You ever read that?
Yeah. I heard about it. Yeah.
That's a strong read, man. Yeah.
But yeah, man, there's people have stigmas and all that, but they don't like. Listen, man, Dean's List, college.
See, I didn't even know
I was about to graduate in 3 years, but then I got sick and all that. Like class with school was easy for me. Like it was a piece of cake. It was easy. Like my major was accounting. All right, then I transferred, lost 27 credits, 21 credits or whatnot. It is what it is, but how can I tell people, hey, I'm smart? Like,
I'm not saying you need that for your ego. I'm just saying like, it just seems like, I don't know, your opportunities will be like, I don't know.
Get me in a room.
Man. It's whatever.
Get me in a room.
Yeah.
Sit us on the table, and I'll run it up on them.
Yeah.
You know I'm competitive. So let's talk, let's get it out, and then you'll see what's up. And you can talk your talk, but then let me see your body of work. Let me see what your habits are. Does that back it up? Because you can talk it, but can you walk it? Like
he's real about it, man. Really, I'm telling you, Lance is real about it, man. I'm telling you, we used to go at it in hoop. Boy, he's been trying to dunk everything too. Mean. Yeah, I love it though, man. I love it, man.
So what's your top 3 reads, man? And then let's finish this out.
Yeah. My top 3 reads, just like in general, probably, man, I like the Kabbalion. Just talking about the 7 Hermetic Principles. I'm just probably thinking the first ones that come to me. I like Earl Nightingale, The Stranger's Secret. I'll probably listen to that one at least once a week. Yeah. And then The Power Now, man. Eckhart Tolle. Yeah. Eckhart Tolle, you ever read The Power Now?
I heard about it. Teaches you to be present, right?
Yeah. That's another thing, man. If you present, man, it's hard to age when you in your body. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? We all get like scattered, but that's another. I feel like he talks about that too in that book, man. The Power Now. Yeah, but that's. But I'm a big reader. I know you're a big reader too.
Love it.
Yeah.
Man, I get a book. Man, I got one about sleep. Man, that's all I was reading, man.
Sleep.
Because I'm trying to understand like what it is and how you regenerate, and what the body's at. Because I gotta know like what am I doing? Like I'm not living this life just.
What's
to
your
live
goal,
it.
bro? What's your overarching
I
goal?
want to master the human body.
Do you really?
Like, I want to like you're an inspiration to me because when I look out at somebody who's 46 and you still look the same age as when you like I saw some of your throwback games when you were like pictures when you were playing basketball in college. You look the same age. You were a bit puffier back then. Yeah. You're leaner now, right? Your face is more chiseled. And I'm like, I can do the same thing. I can stop my telomeres. I'm trying to be on some Brian Johnson.
Bro.
You're the real Brian Johnson, by the way. You're the real Mr. Infinity, by the way.
Man. Nah, but the thing about it is, man, I feel like I could be like a lot more disciplined, a lot better about everything too. So I feel like we ain't even started yet. That's what I mean. Yeah. It's like
that's called humility. You know you could be much better.
Yeah. But I appreciate that, man. Shout out Brian Johnson, man. I reached out to him. He ain't hit me back, bro.
Dude, you two need to do a collab post.
Yeah, really? I hit him up, man. Hit me up, B.
Nah. So let's finish it off. What you want to leave him with, man? What's 3 things you want to leave him with? You always do this to me. I'm gonna do it to you.
Look, you put me on the spot. Man. I would say, excuse me. I would say, man, like energy, frequency, and vibration, man. Understand that, man. You would, huh?
3s.
Yeah, energy.
369.
369. Energy, frequency, and vibration. Gratitude, man. You can always be grateful. You know what I mean? That's an immediate way to raise your frequency and put you in a better space. And man, tap into Captain Planet, man. Captain Planet, that dude, man. I know he be humble, but yeah, man, he got a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, and he got a lot of love. So, and I feel like at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, man. It's about just spreading love and spreading like just community. I feel like everybody's online now scrolling. I feel like coming back and just showing love, man, and getting over ourselves, man. And that's for me. Sometimes my ego's in the way, and I'm not humble enough to put my ego to the side. But
you're a human, bro.
But yeah, man. So just love your people, man. You know what I mean? Put all that drama to the side and just like show love, man. Don't be afraid to show your appreciation. And that's one thing me and you got, man. My dude Lance show love, man. You know what I mean? That's why it's always good to be around people that really, you know what I mean? A lot of times when I'm around back home, man, people are just like, I don't get that. I don't get hyped up, bro. I don't get that charge. But wherever someone around Lance, man, he charged me up, man, show me love. So I appreciate it.
So let me I definitely wanted you to finish, but I definitely gotta let him know this part, right?
What's that?
So the reason why like I feel comfortable, you know, especially like even like now showing love to people, we're in the gym one day. And Derek was like, bro, you're that dude. You're nice. I'm like, nah, bro. He's like, no, bro, you nice, bro. Like, I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. He was like, bro, what's wrong with you? I'm like, what you mean? He was like, you can't accept my compliment?
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, I can't accept this compliment.
Yeah,
I grew up in a culture that was so hating, so full of hatred, that I couldn't accept this man's compliment. And I went home that day, I'm like, damn. What happened to me in my lifetime that when someone gives me a compliment, I cannot accept it? It really changed the way I look. After that day, I started, oh, bro, you nice, bro. I look up to you, bro. You like good work, good job.
That what you just
I started doing to everybody because I'm like, damn, bro, because it made me feel good to get a compliment and accept it. Right? Because I always wanted compliments, but I wanted to be like, compliment me, but I'm gonna turn it down. Like, you know what I mean?
But that's ego, man. But it's okay, man, for that. That's. And I feel like we need more of that.
Yeah.
I feel like, man, we all such in a competitive mindset, but I feel like where we moving to more in the 5th dimension, man, like it's all love, it's collaboration, we all can win. Like we all 8 billion people can be billionaires. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's abundance. It's like whatever you put in your mind, man, you can create. So I feel like, man, we just got to keep grinding, keep working. And so I appreciate you sharing me that story. I do remember that though.
Yeah.
I knew I kind of got on your ass. I was like, bro, nigga, you really like that. You really
Yeah, man. I had never been told like that. And it coming from a place of love too.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, and you return it to me all the time,
Absolutely.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we need it. Even that we are content in ourselves and we understand who and what we are. But sometimes, man, you do need that encouragement, man, because you never know what people going through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Absolutely.
yeah, no, I appreciate you having me on, man. It's always fun chopping it up, man. Shout out Drew. Shout out The Move, though.
Thank you.
It's a hell of
Thank
a
you.
studio in here. Yeah.
Thank you, man. We need to see you here. You need to be a permanent fixture in Miami. You need to be here all the time.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely trying, man. I'm definitely trying to make it a move, man. Miami's where it's at. Yeah.
Maybe in a foreseeable future, we'll have you here on a real podcast, just me and you. We name it something else, Captain Planet Tires, Mr. Infinity, or
Remember we was gonna do that book, man, the superheroes
Let's
or
go.
something?
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, get our guests in here.
Hey,
I'm telling
11, come to Miami. We go.
11, you keep me in St. Pete, man. He keeping me in St. Pete.
We gonna hook you up, Miami. I got the boys for you. I got the coaches. I got the trainers. Whatever you need, tell your dad to come.
Hey, we gonna talk about it. We gonna sit at the dinner table, man, this week, man, and figure it out. But I do love Miami, and it's and you here, you know what I mean? And I feel like, man, you definitely got a history, and we could do some real things together. But nah, I appreciate you having me on, man. It was always fun.
Let's get it done.
Yeah, sir.
All right. Appreciate you. All right,
Love,
thank you.
man.
That was another episode of Captain Planet Podcast.
Holla at y'all.
Thank you.
Peace.